Have you ever felt like the underdog, outnumbered and outmatched yet holding on to a glimmer of hope? Envision a young Michael Jordan stepping onto a basketball court for the first time, his heart pounding, sweat trickling down his forehead. He was smaller, less experienced, and the odds were stacked heavily against him. He was the underdog, the one no one expected to reign supreme. Every day was a fierce battle filled with grueling training sessions, countless failures and moments of self-doubt. There were times when Michael contemplated abandoning his dream, when the taste of victory seemed too elusive. But he didn't yield. He pushed through the pain, the exhaustion, the ridicule. He kept moving forward, fueled by an indomitable desire to prove everyone wrong. And then, the unthinkable unfolded. In the final seconds of the championship game, the doubted prodigy rose to the occasion. Michael scored the decisive point, secured the trophy, and silenced his skeptics. Against all odds, Michael Jordan emerged victorious, demonstrating that the size of the player in the game is nothing compared to the magnitude of his determination and grit. Imagine being the smartest person in the room yet no one around you knows it. Sounds familiar, right? Let's into the life of such an individual, a genius who lived among us, unrecognized and undervalued. This genius was none other than Albert Einstein. He was not born with a silver spoon, nor was his brilliance acknowledged in the early stages of his life. He was considered average, just like any other person around him. But Einstein had a secret weapon, a mind that worked like a supercomputer, processing information at lightning speed and solving complex problems effortlessly. Einstein faced numerous setbacks in his life. He was overlooked, ignored, and often ridiculed for his unconventional ideas. But he refused to be silenced. He persisted, he persevered, and he continued to work on his revolutionary ideas quietly, without any fanfare. His dedication and relentless pursuit of knowledge eventually led him to a groundbreaking discovery, the theory of relativity. His work, once ignored and dismissed, became the cornerstone of a new scientific revolution. The world was astounded. Einstein, who was once an ordinary person in the eyes of the world, had changed the course of history. Story is a testament to the power of persistence and the importance of believing in oneself. It's a reminder that genius can sometimes be hidden in the most unexpected places, waiting for the right moment to shine. Einstein, our unseen genius, once overlooked and undervalued, made a mark in the world that will never be erased. Ever wondered how an average individual becomes an unexpected hero in the blink of an eye? Let's hear about someone who was just like any other person until one crucial moment. This is the story of an American commercial airline pilot named Chesley Sully Sullenberger. Sully was a disciplined, diligent man, always engrossed in his duties, living a responsible yet unremarkable life. He was known among his colleagues for his calm and composed demeanor. Not even Sully himself could have foreseen that he would one day become a national hero. One winter afternoon, as New York City bustled below, something extraordinary happened. An emergency situation arose in the plane he was piloting, as both engines failed. Panic ensued among passengers and chaos was imminent, but not for Sully. In the fatal danger, Sully didn't panic. Instead, he made a decision. He piloted the troubled plane towards the Hudson River, armed solely with his quick thinking and vast flight experience. He performed an emergency water landing, something few pilots have ever successfully executed. His courage was infectious, lending calm to the passengers and crew. Sully, the diligent pilot, saved 155 lives that day. His fearless act of bravery converted an ordinary winter afternoon into a day America would never forget. The ripple effect of his actions was immense. He not only saved lives, but also inspired an entire nation. From that day forward, Sully was no longer just a pilot. He became a symbol of courage, a beacon of hope for the country, and an unexpected hero. He taught us all that heroism is not about having extraordinary powers or a heroic figure. It's about making the right decisions, even when fear stands in our way. Our unexpected hero, just an average individual before that fateful day, showed us that heroes can emerge from the most unexpected situations. What if you had something important to say but no one was listening? Imagine that. This was the reality for Martin Luther King Jr., a man with a powerful message of equality and justice, born in an era blinded by prejudice and intolerance. His ideas were radical, unconventional, and thus often ignored. But King, our protagonist, didn't falter. He held a vision of a world where everyone was treated as equals. Yet, the world wasn't ready. His voice was drowned out by the clamor of prejudice and discrimination. But he didn't let that silence him. No, he chose to persevere, to keep speaking, even when the world seemed determined to muffle his words. The dismissive glances, the harsh words meant to belittle his fight, none of it deterred him. He had a message, and he was adamant about sharing it. He could have easily faded away, allowed the world to continue in its ignorant ways. But King wasn't looking for an easy escape. He was looking for change, for a breakthrough, and so he kept speaking, kept fighting, kept hoping. Then, as if by some divine intervention, the tides began to turn. Words started to reach those who needed to hear them the most. His message began to resonate with those yearning for change. His voice, once hushed and disregarded, was now loud and clear. The world was finally listening. The impact was profound. Lives were changed, minds were opened, hearts were touched. His message of equality and justice, once shunned, was now embraced. His voice, once unheard, was now echoing across the globe, inspiring and empowering others to stand up, to fight for what's right, to be a catalyst for change. It's a testament to the power of perseverance, of the unyielding human spirit. It's a testament to the power of a single voice, a single message. It's a testament to the fact that no voice is too small, no message is too insignificant. Martin Luther King Jr.'s voice, once silenced and ignored, found a way to be heard, reminding us all that every voice matters.